Hey Rub-a-Dub subs, it's Black Metal Werewolf here. Before I get into today's topic, I just wanted to let everyone know that very soon I'm planning on doing a Q&A video. So it's either going to be next week or the week after, but I will be doing it. So if you want to ask me anything or get my opinion on anything, just write it in the comment section, I'll read it. I'm planning on getting between like 10 or 15 questions, enough to make a substantial video, and some questions that I can give more than just a yes or no response to, right? So just let everyone know that if you want to ask me anything, go ahead and ask, and I might pick yours, who the hell knows. So today I'm going to be doing another story time video, because in the past I did a video about my experience going to a Black Sabbath concert. It went over pretty well. Everyone thought it was a pretty funny story. It was horrible to experience, but a good story nonetheless to tell everyone afterwards. So this one is a bit more lighthearted. It wasn't a horrible. They weren't horrible experiences. They were just interesting things because I always have weird, crazy shit happening to me in my life, and I like sharing them. I even have a whole bunch of videos planned for Halloween with all the weird shit that's happened to me. So stay tuned if you want to see that in October. I will get to that eventually, as long as I keep making videos. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about like heavy metal memorabilia I've gotten. Now I'm not going to talk about like the Cradle of Filth stuff I got signed or the Amon Amarth stuff I got signed, because I already showed you guys that, so there's no point. And that not really interesting stories to it, you know? It was just, oh, I met the band, I got them to sign this. There's nothing really interesting to that. This one is a bit more interesting. So when in 2010, I believe I was 15 or 16 at the time. 16, yeah, I believe. My brother, he told me that, you know, I got tickets to Iron Maiden. You and me are going to go see Iron Maiden in Toronto. It's their Final Frontier tour. Never seen them before. We're both going to go see it. We're going to have a great time. So, of course, yeah, him and I go down to Toronto, have a great time at the concert. You know, we get our T-shirts, we got our posters. We each got some big-ass Iron Maiden flags, too. Take our seats. Dream Theater is on the stage. We're all listening to that. Everyone's having a good time. And, you know, me and my brother just sitting there talking, enjoying the music. And then out of nowhere, this really tall fucker comes and sits down right in front of us. And like I'm when standing up straight, I'm like 6'1". My brother, I think he's like 5'10", 5'11". I'm just a bit taller than him. But anyway, this guy was he was fucking huge. He was towering over both of us. Comes, sits down, obstructs both our vision. And me and him are like, what the fuck? We didn't pay all this money to get stuck behind some tall fucker, right? Anyway, as we were like mumbling amongst each other, like, what the fuck? Like, we're not gonna be able to see the goddamn show, you know? He turns around just slightly, and we see the side of his face, and then we realize, holy shit, the person sitting in front of us is Sam Dunn, the heavy metal documentary maker. Sam Dunn, Metal: A Headbanger's Journey, Global Metal. Sam fucking Dunn is sitting right in front of us, and me and my brother just fucking froze, right? And we're like, oh my god. That's fucking Sam Dunn sitting in front of us. Anyway, he gets up to go. He gets up and he starts walking towards closer to like the crowd. We were in the fucking nosebleeds, but he gets up and he starts walking. We're like, oh my god, we have to go talk to him. We have to go ask him something. So he was actually walking towards the stage like he was going to go backstage. He must have like a backstage pass or something. So anyway, we get up off our seat and we fucking chase after him, right? And we're like both and all like, holy shit. Can you sign our posters? I don't know why we get Sam Dunn to sign Iron Maiden posters, but that's all we had on us, right, to sign. And he's like, yeah, sure, do you guys have anything? You have like a pen or a marker or anything? And then we both look at each other like, fuck, we don't have anything to write with. We got nothing. And so we were both ultra pissed about that. So he's like, oh, sorry, I can't do anything for you. So he walks away backstage, and me and Brennan fucking walk our asses back to our seats, heads in shame, and Sam Dunn never came back to his seat for the rest of the show. So we were like, lost our one chance to meet Sam Dunn and get him to sign something. Never going to happen again. It's over. We're fucked. Never going. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity gone out the window. So that really blew out. Anyway, so the concert was great. We went home, and my brother tells me a couple weeks later, like, he got tickets to Heavy MTL, and he got VIP tickets. And these are the little VIP tickets that came with it. Once again, 2010, if you don't know what Heavy MTL is, sometimes in Montreal, Quebec, they have a heavy metal festival. I went to it in 2010, and I've been checking the lineup ever since, and the lineup keeps getting fucking worse and worse, right? But that year had a really good lineup. It had, you know, Skeleton Witch, 3 Inches of Blood, Testament, Slayer, Megadeth. Who else was there? Anyway, there was a bunch of really good bands there. Everyone had a great time. So we got VIP tickets, and the VIP tickets just essentially guaranteed you. There were some bleachers that were fenced off. They go sit in the bleachers if you wanted to. They had their own private toilets, own concessions, burgers, drinks, all that. That was pretty much the VIP. Just a place to sit down and a place to shit, right? So we get those tickets, and we're having a great time. Of course, we didn't want to sit in the bleachers the entire time because the stage is all the way over here, the bleachers are all the way back here. So we wanted to get front seats for everything. So Skeleton Witch came on stage, and they did a great show. And after that, I was getting pretty thirsty, so I went to the private concessions. And who was standing there but the lead singer of Skeleton Witch? Right after he performed a set, Chance Garnett, I guess the former lead singer of Skeleton Witch, he was standing there chatting with people. So I'm like, holy shit, I was there. And thankfully, this time I was smart enough to bring a marker just in case. And I got him to sign the back of my ticket. Chance Garnett, right there. It's not very easy to see, but it is there. Anyway, so that was really cool. I got to meet him, shake his hand, tell me he did a great set. He was a really cool guy. I think he was a little drunk, but whatever, no big deal. And then anyway, on the second night of Heavy MT, it's a 2-night festival. On the second night, Alice Cooper was on stage. Me and my brother were having a good time rocking out in the little VIP section. And as we were getting ready to pretty much pack up and leave, who do we see walk by us? But Sam fucking Dunn. He has a little tray of like beer and nachos and shit. So this time we were smart enough to bring a marker. My brother had a green marker on. I'm just like, Sam, please sign our tickets. I got a picture with him, but it's a terrible picture. I'm sweaty. I'm gross. I was like an acne-covered 16-year-old. Not the best picture of me, but nonetheless, I got a picture with Sam Dunn, and that's fucking awesome. And like I said, I got him to sign my ticket. It's a little hard to see there, but Sam Dunn in green. So I got to meet Sam Dunn twice, and I got him to sign my ticket once. So it was just really cool that I actually got to meet someone like Sam Dunn like that. And after we did that, me and my brother went back to rocking out, and then this like woman, she was at least 50 years old, was checking us out, and I think she wanted me and my brother to tag team her, but no, that wasn't going to happen. No, thank you. No, thank you. So that's one piece of really cool metal memorabilia, having Sam Dunn and Chance Garnett sign my Heavy MTL ticket. The other one, not so fun. So when I was a teenager, I was like really hardcore into Marilyn Manson. Now I know Marilyn Manson isn't the most heavy metal guy, but I am going to be doing a video about my journey into metal, and I'll get more into that. But regardless, my first concert was Marilyn Manson. He was doing his tour for his album, The High End of Low. Of course, that album is complete fucking garbage. But nonetheless, he was my idol at the time, and I just wanted to see him live. It would have been cooler if I got to see Marilyn Manson back when he was still something. But what are you going to do about it? At the time, I thought he was the coolest fucking person on earth. So we get there. The lead singer of the opening band, it was a Canadian band called Die Mannequin. They were pretty good, not metal, like more hard rock. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the lead singer was fucking coked out of her mind. But after the show, she came out and jumped into between the stage and the crowd, right between the barricades and shit. And she was signing people, and I got her to sign my arm. So that was really cool. She was kind of hot too, so what the hell, right? Anyway, so we're all waiting after the opening bang off the stage. We were waiting for Marilyn Manson, and we were waiting. He was supposed to go on at 8 o'clock. Next thing you know, it's like 10 after 8, then 20 after, then it's like 8:30, it's like 8:45, and we're all like, where the fuck is he? Like, we paid good money to see this guy, and he's like 45 minutes late. What the fuck is happening? Anyway, he finally took the stage. He was doing a pretty good show, but it was very clear that there was something wrong with him. More than what you would expect from Marilyn Manson. Like, he did not look healthy. He looked like sweaty, more sweaty than usual for someone on stage. He looked even more pale than usual. His eyes were sunken into his fucking head. Like, he was still giving a good show, just he looked fucking sick, right? Anyway, there's one point where he jumped in, but once again, between the stage and the barricade, and everyone was grabbing to touch him and stuff like that, and I was able to grab his left or right shoulder, it doesn't really matter, and he was like so clammy and cold, right? Like, oh god, it felt like I just grabbed like a wet fucking piece of meat. Anyway, so once again, I thought that was really weird, and he goes back on stage, and he's drinking beer, and he's throwing bottles. It's all landing between the barricade and shit, but anyway, so he leaves the stage, no encore, no nothing. And I noticed that there's a beer bottle sitting right in front of me, like on the floor, right? And I asked the security guard, would you mind handing that to me? And he handed one to me, and there was also another one to give to my brother. And so I ended up getting a beer bottle that Marilyn Manson drank out of. Now, when I got this, there was still some in it. So, of course, what did I do? I chugged the fucking thing. Whatever was left inside of it. So I went home, it was really late at night, didn't go to school the next day because I said, fuck that, I'm way too tired. Like on the way home, I was like, I'm not going to fucking school tomorrow. I'm way too tired. There's no way I'm going to be able to function properly tomorrow. So I go to bed. I wake up the next morning, and I have never been so sick in my fucking life. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but in 2010, that was the height of the swine flu epidemic when that was going around. And what did I hear on the news the next day as I was puking my guts out and my face buried in a toilet, puking my goddamn guts out? Marilyn Manson had contracted swine flu, and the day after he performed in Ottawa was the day. The day after he performed in Ottawa, he went to a hospital because how fucking sick he was, and they diagnosed him with swine flu. So I happened to share a beer with someone infected with fucking swine flu. I had never been so goddamn sick in my life. That son of a bitch got me so sick, but I kept the bottle because it is a nice little piece of memorabilia that I can kind of, any Marilyn Manson fan I suppose might be a little jealous if I have this and they don't. But that is, a little interesting thing. I was ultra pissed at the time because how fucking sick I was, and that was, I would not wish that sickness on my worst enemy because of how fucking terrible it is. So that's my little story time of two really cool pieces of memorabilia I have. So, like my past videos, guys, I do album recommendations or album warnings. I'll be doing another recommendation. It is The True Werewolf, and the album is Death Music. I'm almost positive this is a bootleg, but if you don't know The True Werewolf, it's a side project of the Satanic War Master, the black metal artist from Finland. So, he calls himself, like, the Satanic War Master Tyrant or something like that. Anyway, once again, I'm almost positive this is a bootleg based on the jewel case here and the quality of the pamphlet inside. Then again, it has kind of like a swastika thing. I didn't really expect that. I know the guy is apparently a Nazi or something, but I listened to his music online, and none of the True Werewolf stuff really alludes to Nazism or anything like that. I just like it because I'm really into werewolves. I think werewolves are cool, and I like the Satanic War Master. It's pretty much just like all of the cassettes or the EPs or demos or whatever from the side project put onto a disc. So once again, I'm almost positive this is a bootleg that someone just made and sold on eBay. But regardless, I think it's pretty good. If you're a big fan of Satanic War Master, obviously check it out. If you don't like black metal or Satanic War Master, obviously don't check it out. Out of 10, I give it an 8 out of 10. Old school black metal, I love it. So that's it for today's video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out some of my past videos as well. Also, don't forget to comment and tell me what you think of today's topic. I try to read them all and I even try to respond to as many as I can as well. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be throwing that in the description section as always. Once again, thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Black Metal Werewolf. Stay brutal.